Hey everybody, it is Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Sunday, back after a few days of unannounced camping. It's about a once a year vacation that I take, and I'll have some photos for you guys in the next video, or perhaps two videos from now. I'll let you know how it went. It was very relaxing and I'm happy to be back. But today we're talking about some positive things in light of the market correction that happened during my absence. No doubt you have noticed. We're going to take a look at a couple of tweets. One here by Altcoin Buzz. It's at Altcoin Buzz IO on Twitter. Make sure you're following. And this comparison by Faisal Sohail about the Bitcoin market in 2016 versus what we're seeing now. A lot of mind-blowing, as he calls them, similarities. And then here on Cointelegraph.com, we have four major observations, four key similarities to previous bull market corrections that we'll be taking a look at. Then we have some news out of BAKKT here on altcoinbuzz.io. They have revised the launch of their official custody service. We're now looking at September 6th. Then we have a complete guide for you also on altcoinbuzz.io to the 8 coins that Coinbase may soon list. We'll let you know what those are. And then overtaking Facebook in terms of the Libra project, we have Telegram, which has a new proposed token launch for October of this year. So quite a lot going on since the time that I've been away. It's been about 5 or 6 days now. Let's begin, why not, with the snapshot of the market and take a look at where things are. Things are more or less flat, down 0.14%. We'll call it flat, but we are at $248 billion total market cap. Bitcoin dominance still very high. In case you haven't been following that metric, 69% is historically very, very high. And as you can see, things are more or less down, but well, I should say more or less flat, but down over the course of the last 7 days, down 5%, 11%, 5% again, 9.6, 12% Litecoin over the last week or so. EOS also down, as is Cardano. And at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is below that support of $10,000. We are at $9,574. So let's juxtapose that state of the market with a little bit of positivity here. At Altcoin Buzz IO tweeted the following on September 1st. Communication and connectivity were never efficient or important until people used the internet. It took its time to develop, be usable, and become mass adopted. Financial freedom can only be understood when people use cryptocurrency. And of course, once you go Bitcoin, you never go bank. You also never go back. So there you have it. A little bit of positivity in light of what we're seeing out there in the markets. And here's a very interesting comparison at Odd Gems. Faisal Sohail on Twitter tweeted the following: a quick comparison video of Bitcoin in 2016 and 2019. The similarities are quite mind-blowing. Don't get manipulated. This might be the best chance to load up on more dips. Of course, none of that is financial advice, but if you have, I mean, literally, it's only 2 minutes or so, less than 2 minutes this video. So if you have a couple of minutes to spare, go check this tweet out from the 30th of August, 2019, just a couple of days ago. We'll link to it in the description below for all of the chartists out there and those that are a little bit more keen on technical analysis. There are some excellent comparisons that are made between the 2019 market and the one that we saw in 2016, including some of the corrections that we've seen over the course of the last week or so after some steady weeks and some steady months of rising prices. Here now on Cointelegraph.com, we have Bitcoin price analysis of 4 key similarities to the previous bull market correction. So while BAKKT clients will be able to deposit their funds into the BAKKT warehouse next week, that's on September 6th, Bitcoin price is trending downwards after falling below 10K in the run-up to the event. Whether or not it's caused by the run-up to that event, I think is arguable, but nevertheless, that seems to be the take here. So is this already priced in, or the market cycles are just repeating themselves? Let's take a look at some similarities to the previous bull market cycles. And in no particular order, we're just going to list them here. If you'd like to go through them in more detail on your own, you could take a look at that. But similarities, number 1 and number 2, 100-week moving average and 21-week EMA providing support. That's always good. Of course, as we know, support becomes resistance and vice versa. But now that we are dipping a little bit, we are seeing those support lines emerging, and they're pronounced and they're important. So that's always a good thing. Similarity number 3, the 200-day moving average support. That's a strong one, of course, and during previous cycles, Bitcoin always found support on its 200-day moving average, and during the later phases, also on the 100-day moving average, which is currently moving at around $7,500. Because we have dipped below $10,000 for Bitcoin, we just lost the support of the 100 moving average, which is comparable to the start of the last cycle back in January of 2016. And finally, at number 4, similarity number 4, that is altcoins are getting crushed. Yes, it's been happening now for a few months. As we just highlighted, Bitcoin has been at least steady and certainly increasing its dominance of the market. But as that has continued, altcoin investors are getting punished more and more by that same market. This, as the author points out, leads to the fear of buying altcoins, and we are getting stuck in a vicious cycle. However, as the article outlines, we have been here before in 2015 and in 2016. Let us know your thoughts below on this Cointelegraph piece. You can also take a look at their bullish as well as their bearish scenario based on the charts and based on the information and the analytics that are available. So we hinted at this news. We're on altcoinbuzz.io now talking about it. BAKKT is going to officially launch its custody service on the 6th of September. They announced that the cryptocurrency exchange will be launching its Bitcoin custody solution, which is called BAKKT Warehouse, on the 6th of September. This article from a couple days ago, I was away camping and wasn't able to cover it, but it's a big one. Article by Luke. BAKKT has built a digital warehouse to safely store Bitcoins before it launches its Bitcoin futures contracts. In addition, the firm already received approval from the American CFTC, otherwise known as the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. And BAKKT Warehouse is an ambitious step to disrupt the rapidly growing cryptocurrency custody market. This tweet on the 28th of August by @BAKKT, BAKKT, confirms it. On the 6th of September, our warehouse will begin offering security storage of customer Bitcoin to prepare for the launch of BAKKT Bitcoin daily and monthly futures when they launch on the 23rd of September. These contracts will enable physical delivery of Bitcoin with end-to-end regulated markets and custody. So I may have misspoken earlier. I said that we're going to revise that September 23rd date. Not the case. That 23rd date is the date of the futures contracts for Bitcoin being launched, and it seems like this is a preparatory step on the 6th of September to get their warehouse in working order. 2 weeks ago, Loeffler, the CEO of BAKKT, said the following about BAKKT Warehouse, quote, "With approval by the New York State Department of Financial Services to create BAKKT Trust Company, a qualified custodian, the BAKKT Warehouse will custody Bitcoin for physically delivered futures. As a result, this offers customers unprecedented regulatory clarity and security alongside a regulated, globally accessible exchange in a market underserved by institutional grade infrastructure." Absolutely. In other news here, and not to go through it too painstakingly, but we have this piece by Romel on altcoinbuzz.io. We have a complete guide to the 8 coins that Coinbase might list. Coinbase might list 8 new tokens, including some that we're going to take a look at in just a second. So if you haven't heard of these already, they are 8 new digital assets that Coinbase is eyeing and they may want to add to its exchange. This comes by way from October 5th by a tweet. Coinbase tweeted a photo that had the icons of 8 popular cryptocurrencies, and the tweet said, quote, "Coinbase is exploring the addition of 8 new digital assets. It's our goal to offer support for all assets that meet our standards and are compliant with local law." So in no particular order, the assets are the following. At number 1, you have Algorand. At number 2, Matic Network, which made major waves about 2 or 3 months ago now. At number 3, we have Cosmos. At number 4, Dash. Number 5, Decred. Number 6, Waves. Number 7, Ontology, which we've covered a little bit more extensively on this channel in the past. And at number 8, the 8th potential addition on Coinbase is Harmony. So all the information is here. You can check out Romel's article for more in-depth information on each individual project. Let us know in the comments below of these 8, again, hypothetical listings. Which one are you most interested in seeing? Which one do you have the most faith in? Which ones are you already following, perhaps already invested in? Of course, none of this is financial advice. But if there's something among these lists of tokens that excites you, let us know what they are in the comments below. And finally today in the news, everybody, again, on altcoinbuzz.io, we have this information about Telegram overtaking Facebook with a proposed token launch in October, article by Fenye. According to the New York Times, Telegram is going to release the Gram token, GRAM, which is going to overtake the social media giant Facebook's launch of Libra. In a report by the New York Times, apparently Telegram's launch of Gram is going to come sooner than some people were expecting. The New York Times revealed that the messaging platform plans to make a digital wallet dedicated to Gram, and this news was gotten from 3 anonymous investors. This is big news because the digital wallets will reportedly be made available to 2/3 of the world's Telegram users, which is about 200 million as an install base, and Telegram plans to make the tokens available to all Telegram users at some point in the future. Gram, GRAM, is expected to rival Facebook's Libra. It's going to serve as a digital currency that can be moved around the globe using the application. However, the cryptocurrency is closer to Bitcoin in terms of structure, and the sales pitch of Gram will operate via a decentralized structure similar to that of Bitcoin and not any other centralized digital currency. We always talk about how Facebook has a built-in install base of a couple of billion between Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp. But you know what? 200 million is nothing to shake a stick at either. So this is going to be an interesting story to follow as it develops. But that about wraps it up for the news today, everybody. Do be sure you are following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Hey, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed this video. All the best of luck. If you choose to invest, the market seems to be down, so let us know what you choose to do. Not financial advice, of course, but have a great Sunday, a great tail end to your weekend, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.